EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
One, Mike, one. They can't hang with us.
Hit it.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Locke, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Defense wins championship.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 47 ending. Hey, let's get this. Get this. Shoot.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. His throw incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Target, target. Trot. Target. Let it go.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
At the 32-yard line.
Come on,
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
One's the Mike. Watch one. Watch one. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
Ready, ready.
This is Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Go. 10 Lobo.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Locke going to throw. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Should have known, baby. Right here, right here. 49, check 49.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You don't want that?
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson finding Green complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
Not today, you won't. Not today. Hey. Yeah. Check 24. 2-6. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Tyree Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Don't let him breathe.
Come.
Mike,
Hey, hit it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They fake the handoff, now Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown!
They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And the grab by Croft. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike's 47. Mike.
Now T.J. Yeldon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 43-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Here's Jackson. Green brings it in. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's complete to Croft. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Mike 51. Hey, pick it up, D. Hey. Let's go. Mike 51. Go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike 34. Mike 34. Watch the slant. The slant. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Run it.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. 3rd down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Zip it. Play it. 34. Orbit. Mike, he's coming. Check him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Watch one. Come on. Come on now. Let's go.
right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Over there. You're on an island. Check 3. Check 3.
Tight end. Hey, zoom. Tight end right. Let's go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Hey, foxtrot. Ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Trying to get it to Clay that time.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Exit. 51's the mic.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On the ball.
Fight 51. Mike 51.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Ready, go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bills have retaken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Bills 14, Broncos 10.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Block will try again on 2nd down. Gets it off to Freeman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60 yards.
One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
Now.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Yes, baby.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
You think you're going to get
At the 40.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the Bills' 12-yard line.
Ready up.
Here we go. One's the
Hey, Echo.
Watch one.
Five.
Here's Locke to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on. Through the contact, brings up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Bring it. Check 9, check 9. Pause. 80 weapon.
Now Jackson going to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, Find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Jackson from the shotgun. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Slam, slam, slam. Let it go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Smooth. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Hey, Jet, let's go.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's got Green. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Hey, pick your game up.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Let's go now. The mic with the flag. Check, 47. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Off. Begin. Check.
Here's Adams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Set, ready. Henry, 51. I'm scared. Set, go.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Complete to A.J. Green. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephen Hauschka for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Broncos 10. Stephen Hauschka.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha. 0-0, Mike Free.
Hey, watch the screen. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. White now to return. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Out, 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 out. Bullet, high, high 7, high 7.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll run with Yeldon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On the run, it's Yeldon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
To throw is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Set, go.
Here's Jackson to throw again. He finds Yeldon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go, here we go. 6 yards. Check in. Orbit. Here we go. 34's the mic. Let it go.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Ready, break.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play down. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score.
He's coming. General West. He's coming.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Yeldon running right. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 44, Jackson steps away to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They keep it with Yeldon on first down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Two times. 3 down, 3 down.
Big grip.
On first down, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check three.
Hey, wahoo! 5.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Escaping the play, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Buffalo, they finally get that elusive second win as the record moves to 2-12. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they drop their 11th game now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.